We can turn any fraction into a decimal really with just one simple step. I'm going to do this by just doing some examples here down below, but we could do this with a lot of different fractions here. Let's say that I have 3 over 4 as a fraction, and because I remember that fractions are division problems, I can just turn this into a division problem, and by using long division I can take this and turn it into a decimal number. The biggest piece I have to remember is that the top number is my dividend and the bottom number, or the denominator, is my divisor. So this tells me it's 3 divided by, or split into 4 parts. And so that's what I'm looking at doing right now. 3 divided by 4. And now I just follow my process for long division. 4 can't fit into 3, so I add a decimal and add a 0. 4 definitely can fit into 30. It can fit in 7 times without going over. 4 times 7 is 28. And I subtract, and that gives me 2. 4 can't fit into 2, but I could certainly add another 0. 3.00 is the same thing as what we started with at 3. Drop my 0 down, and 4 can fit into 20 5 times. The last piece I need to remember is my decimal number goes directly up to the top, and we're good to go. Let's do this with just another quick example here of a different fraction. So in this case, our fraction is now changed into 3 over 8, or 3/8, but our process stays exactly the same. The numerator is the dividend, so that always goes inside of the box. 3 divided by 8. Divisor goes on the outside, and now we just turn this into a long division problem. 8 can't fit into 3, so I'm going to add a decimal and add a 0. 8 certainly can fit into 30, and it can fit into 30 3 times. 8 times 3 is 24, and I subtract. That gives me 6. 30 minus 24 is 6. Add a 0, drop it down, and I end up with 60. Now, I like to use this one to just think out of my head. If I knew that 8 could fit into 33 times, I already know that 8 is going to be able to fit into 60 at least 6 times, because it's twice as big as 30. So if I just think in my head, 8 times 6 is 48, and I think I can probably fit another one in there. The reason that I use that skill is just to help make sure that I am thinking through what I'm working on. So 8 fits in 7 times. 8 times 7 is 56. That gives me a 4. I'm still not done yet. Drop down another 0, and now I'm at 40. 8 goes into 40 exactly 5 times, and I need to remember to put my decimal in my final answer. So I've just turned 2 fractions into decimals by just turning them into a long division problem. It's a pretty simple process. The biggest piece you need to remember is our numerator always goes inside of our division box, and our denominator always goes on the outside.